Actually going for a ice condition report. We're going to take off and fly Winnebago. Hey, I'll tell you what, we're with our good friend Jim Drummond here. And you know, Jim, it was certainly a pleasure to fly with you again today. You know, what a great way to check out the lake. You know, I tried to get out there yesterday. We got out about 3/4 of a mile on the snowmobile, and it did look ugly. And now after seeing what I saw in the plane, I'm certainly glad I didn't go any farther.
Well, I'm glad. I hope we keep somebody out of the drink. You know,
Right.
And, there's so many people on, you know, fishing or riding motorcycles or just recreating on the lake. So it's good to have a perspective from the air to see where the open spots are.
You know, we're supposed to get some snow a little later in the week, and a lot of them spots that probably just froze in the last couple of days, once that snow is on there, you're not going to be able to tell the difference in the ice color. So it's always good to get up there ahead of time and to check all these things out, especially for us, because, you know, we're guiding out there all the time and very important. So, hey, I got to ask you, how many years has it been now that you've been flying?
Probably 25 years, about 25 years.
Not too bad. So you started this when you were like 15, huh? Hey, Jim, always a pleasure.
Right.
Appreciate you taking us up and hope everybody enjoyed it. You know, it's like, again, it's all about learning and telling the whole story. So check out our show this week. It should be a good one.
Want to see a guy that can guide. This guy got up this morning 2 hours earlier than what we should have been out today. He's all wound up. First time we're really on ice here in Bago, ready to do a show, try to catch some fish. He just blew by us at over 100 miles an hour. 100 and I almost lost our hats. The guy's insane today. He is ready to guide you guys. So give Smith a call. Let's go fishing.
Oh, here we go. I just marked couple, white bass too. I just marked a couple marks down there, and first white bass actually of the year here out on Lake Winnebago. And I'll tell you what we're doing here today. We're actually, Lance and I, and we've got Shotgun Schaefer and Cody out here. We're on a mission to find some safe ice so we can start our guiding business. You know, we were on Poygan yesterday, and we actually did fairly well on walleyes. The reason we're not out there, you say? I'll tell you the reason why we're not out there, because the ice is extremely dangerous. I know I saw last night on one of the fishing sites that a couple guys went through on a snowmobile out there. 3 guys, I guess, went through, you know, and we were going to shoot a show out there this week, but you know, when you're looking at ice conditions like that, you know, you're better off moving and trying to find some better ice. So what we did is we actually moved up in the southern part of Lake Winnebago, and we're off the west shore. And I would say most of the ice that we've run across today has been, you know, right in that 5 to 7.5 inches. So pretty decent ice. You know, there's a lot of open water out in front of us here, probably about 1.5 miles, 2 miles. But it seems like a lot of these bays are locked up real good. You can see the color of the ice right here. It's been froze for quite a while. And the only concern I have about when you're fishing something like this off of the western shore here is that you got to watch the cracks. Now, you've got a lot of open water still to the east of us, and what can happen is you get some really strong winds that them cracks will open up and push that ice to the east. And I've seen these cracks open up to 100 yards, especially when you got all that open water. So you still got to be extremely careful out here. You know, we're always prepared. We've got our picks. Got the Nebulous right there with us. And you know, the way I like to travel this time of year is on a snowmobile. A snowmobile, you have a lot more chance when you're going across these cracks and to get across a little bit thinner ice, you know. But this is probably one of the worst years I've seen so far as Poygan staying open with all these big holes. So really be cautious wherever you're going on the system. We're gonna keep scouting here and let's see if we can pick up on some walleyes. We stay in one spot for about 15 minutes. I just drilled a series of about 10 holes, and it probably goes about 400 yards, and I'll just hit it, give it 15 minutes, nothing, and I'll just keep working until we get on a pod. But this is the first fish we caught here this morning, so hopefully we're on the edge of something, but stay tuned. Let's see what happens this week here on Larry Smith Outdoors.
We are at the extremes out here on the lake today. I'm trying to make venison stroganoff. See, I got it smoking now. I got a little wine in the gravy. The venison's cooked already. It's just a little cold. Kind of rough on the water.
You're the shotgun chef. You can cook anywhere.
No, not today. I'm out of my elements. First time on the ice, not good. I can be cooking in my underwear in the polar crib. No more sitting outside. I can't wait to get this thing out here on this lake here.
What do you got going there, shotgun? Oh man, I'll turn my pail into a pail. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that.
Delivery right to you.
Wow.
You don't have to miss a stroke. You eat, I'll fish for you.
Okay, yeah. All right, shotgun. Wow, what do we got going on here anyways?
Roadkill venison.
Which doesn't surprise me one bit.
Venison, mushrooms, wine, sour cream, Philly cream cheese.
Oh, that is good.
Oh, that's
Bring any milk?
Here you go, Larry. I just marked 3 of them. Yep. Oh, this is a nice one, nice one, nice one. Oh, nice one. Look at that one. That's a nice fish. I'd say, what, 11, 12 inches? Nice female. Banging the bottom. I hit the bottom and let it sit there for a second, picked her up, and she came right up after 3 of them. Solid 11 or 12 right there. Winnebago perch. First fish this year on ice by Larry Smith Outdoors Guide Service.
Yep. There we go. A little better. Oh. Walleye this time, Larry.
Now we moved in, and that's the second one you caught now.
Yeah, we're after perch, and all I can catch is walleye still, Larry.
That is nice.
I think we'll let this one go.
Oh, are you kidding me? I thought we were going to have walleyes for supper tonight.
Well, that would make good table fare.
Well, let's keep that one.
Alrighty.
Oh, got another one marking it. There it is. Another nice fish. Oh, here she comes. Oh no. There she is. Right in the corner of the mouth that time. Little Castmaster Rattler. A couple spikes on her. They want meat today.
Going on, Hunter. Oh, there he is. Got him. Ooh, nice perch. Nice perch. Look at that one. Beautiful orange fins on that. Nice Winnebago perch. First ice. Can't beat it. Okay. Oh, there he is. Come on. Oh, nice perch. Nice perch. Look at that one. Look at this perch. Beauty. Little teardrop jig with a little gem in the front. Probably my new favorite jig. Caught a lot of fish on it this year already. Ooh, got another one working. A couple of them down there. Ooh, there he is. Must have a school. Ooh, another perch. Nice. Look at that. We're on them today. Nice little bay in Winnebago. Fun. Can't beat it, man. Nice night out. Sun's just setting. Getting them.
Here we go, another one. Guillotine. Oh, look at this one. Oh, look at that, right on the corner. Larry, guillotine. Starting to fight, you guys. Starting to fight. Yep.
Oh, nice walleye.
Oh, walleye. Walleye in the gilly. Well, what is it, 3:45? They're just starting to snap. The sun's going down. Let's catch some fish. Like Larry said, what does Larry say? Keep her moving. Let's go. Keep her moving.
There we go, Larry.
You got one, Lance?
Another perch, I think.
Oh, there you go.
There we are.
Hey, I'll tell you something. We put quite a few miles on today, checking ice conditions, and that's what we're doing. Like I was saying earlier this morning, we were on Poigan yesterday, and boy, you definitely had the hot hand.
Yeah,
and the walleye fishing was pretty decent out there, but we decided not to go back out there and film a show out there because it is very dangerous out there. There is a lot of open spots that I never in a million years, after seeing what I was out there 2 weeks ago,
right,
and that stuff was open, but we had plenty of cold weather. But that's the way it is some years when you get quite a bit of wind. Them spots just don't seal up.
All that heat comes out of that hole and doesn't allow them to freeze up, seems like, Larry.
So but we put a lot of miles on out here on Winnebago. We're off the west shore today, day, and I'll tell you what, we could get out, what do you think, half mile, 3/4 of a mile?
Some places almost a mile. Yeah.
Almost a mile, but there is, and the problem is here is that most of the lake is froze on our side. Now, we did see some ducks way out there flying around, so I'm sure there's a lot of open water out, 3, 4, 5 miles out. But the thing is that, like, the stuff that we ran across, you can see the difference in the ice color. And, once we get that snow this week that they're talking about, you're not going to be able to tell that. So really, it's always about being careful. But good news is there's a tremendous amount of fish being caught on the western shore in the bays like Silent Bay, Cullings Bay. It is going to be a great winter. I can't believe the amount of bluegills that people are catching this winter already, which is pretty cool, huh?
A lot of bait fish in the bays, and we're catching a few walleyes here and there too. I think once the ice conditions are decent, the perch fishing is going to be great. Walleye fishing can be great. The only thing that's up in the air a little bit is the white bass.
Well, that's good, Lance, because you know what? The last 3-4 years we've caught a lot of white bass, so it's nice to have a switch in it.
Perch and white bass, life is good.
That is good. All right, hey, stay tuned. Let's see what happens next here on today's program.
Oh, there he is. Got another one. Hunter, I'm doing really good right now. There we go. Nice one. Man, every fish that comes up, man, is hitting now. They're getting really aggressive right here at sunset.
Another perch here. Oh, another walleye. Having a little problem today. We're trying to perch fish. This is my third walleye. Must be the hammered gold.
Just watch it pop off. Let's see. Oh, it's already hooked. Okay. Sweet. What do we got here? What do we got here? Oh, walleye. Nice. A walleye tonight. Sweet. Having fun out here. Love this. Yeah. Yep. Bait rigs, willow spoon. Look at that. Larry, I just put this the fathead on the willow spoon, and I was gonna put it in the water. I was gonna let you set it up.
Typically what I do is I have a bobber stop on there so I can just set it right back to where it was, Cody. And of course that willow spoon, I actually walked to the truck to get Lance's gloves. You end up catching a decent walleye on it, huh?
It's like 15 inches.
I would say this device is the best jigging device there is on the market, and I would definitely stake my reputation on anybody that buys one of these, that it's the real deal. So what I'm doing, I'm just finding the bottom here, okay? And again, usually I have a bobber stop on there so I can just reset it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull it up, take that off there. That is a fresh minnow you put on there, yep. And really, it doesn't matter because I have it on a jigging technique, a cadence. So what I'll do is I'm just letting the line go back down, give that back to you.
Thank you, Larry.
For a second. And down it goes. And all you got to do, Cody, it's simple to set back up. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the clip, put it back in there, reset it like this, put it back into there. Okay, and all you got to do is see right here, it says reset. Now it's there it goes. It's pretty simple, easy to go.
So cool.
Hey, nice job. Is that your first fish on a guillotine?
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, let's get some more. Ooh, that's a nice one too.
They're liking this little spoon here, Larry.
They are.
Orange.
Got another one on there, Hunter. This one is doing circles on me, and I think I know what that is. Yeah, good old white bass.
Big perch on the guillotine. Look at that.
Perch over there.
Look at the size of that one. Holy man, on the guillotine.
I just popped a white bass over here. Last hour and a half here, the bite's really been picking up. We're inside the bays here. There's been a lot of bait fish in these bays. That's why most of the fish in the lake are congregating up in these shallow waters. We've had some walleyes. We've got some white bass now, perch, crappie, bluegill. It's just been a great bite as the afternoon's going on here. So we're going to give her till dark and see what happens.
He's got one too? Oh man, talk about crazy. It's come on, Gil. It's one thing about guillotines, they're built tough. Oh, there you go. Nice perch. Gotta love that. Look at that. Like I was saying, we worked hard all day, and we were out half a mile to 3/4 of a mile, and we didn't pick up on a lot of fish out there. but we decided to come back and work some of these bays, and we kind of picked a bay where nobody else was at. There's one other guy, and he's got his kids out here, and he's got a flag right now too. That's the cool part about this system. It's a huge system, and it's got a lot of fish. So hey, holy man, it's game on time. Oh man, what a great day so far.
The ice. There we go. Nice walleye. That's one of our better ones here this afternoon.
You're on fire, man.
Nice walleye there, Larry.
Good job. Keep it up.
As the evening's going on, the bite's getting better and better.
I don't know how that guy does it, but he is like the walleye fanatic.
Larry marking another one. Oh,
Oh, I got him.
He's got it. He's got
Here
it.
we go. Oh, look at that. Big old white bass. Perch, and then all of a sudden, a big old white bass. I need to get on the board with some more walleyes like Lance.
Ooh, there he is. There he is. Ooh, a little bit better fish. Better fish. Better one. Yep. Ooh, nice little walleye. Look at that little guy. He gets to go home tonight. Yeah. Catching up to you, Lance. Easy now.
Oh, there he is. There he is.
Another
Look at
one?
a nice one. This is a nice one. Oh, look at the size of this thing.
How nice. Oh, that is a good one.
I bet you that's what, 13,
Wow.
14? Look at the size of that one.
That's a big perch. Holy man.
Look at that.
You know, that's what I'm saying. This is going to be an absolutely fantastic winter out here because we've got high numbers of perch. The crappie population's at almost a record level right now, you know, which doesn't give anybody really any excuse to go out there and to bring buckets and buckets in. But yeah, that is a great perch. You know, the great part about having a system like this is, you know, if you manage it right and the fishermen treat it fair, it's always going to be a good system. Gotta love that.
Ooh, first crappie of the night. First one we've seen all day. We've caught pretty much everything out here, I think, except bluegill and sheephead.
Down work. Oh, there he is again. Gosh, fun night, man.
Guillotine again. What do we got? Oh, walleye. Gotta love that. Again on the guillotine, and what else? The willow spoon. I just have that fathead hook right through the back, and I got the guillotine on just a real slow jigging cadence, and I'll tell you, definitely worked. We were just going over to talk to Lance, and it popped up as we were coming by. Hey, so I did get on the board shotgun for a walleye. Nice job. Gotta love that. That was something, huh? Hey Lance, I'll tell you what, we had a pretty good day. You know, we started off extremely slow this morning. Yep. We put a lot of miles on the snowmobile, but you know, our main mission, like I've been saying all day on the show here, was to scout it out so we can start our guiding, and we always typically start the day after Christmas. This year, if we get one more good cold blast, we'll be starting probably a week before Christmas. Hey, one really cool thing we did not talk about today is that we have got this year a brand new sponsor called Polar Crib, and it's one of the coolest ice hoses that you would ever imagine. Actually, Lance, when we bring out the big one, the big kahuna, you know, the 21 footer, where I'm actually gonna be staying out here at night in that a lot this year. And then we've got a couple of the 12 footers coming too, along with all of our other shanties. We typically run about 17 shacks out on Winnebago here. You know, again, I cannot emphasize enough, you know, the big thing about our guide business is we're fully insured. You know what? And you know what? We supply the transportation in and out on the lake. We cook everybody a hot meal here. The only thing they really need to do is bring your license, of course, and bring something to drink. So everything else is covered for the people, which is a perfect way to do it.
Right. And like I said, basically out here today, all we're doing is scouting. We got 2 or 3 good areas that we know we can get offshore on, you know, out a mile, and with another cold snap here, hopefully 2-3 miles. But right now the fish are in the bays, so we might not have to venture far.
Which is going to be, it's really kind of an unusual thing for the,
Right.
the fish. I mean, of course, the bluegills and some of the perch are in the bays typically, but you know, this year to start picking up all these walleyes in the bays in tight is usually not something that happens a lot. Typically, we start about a half mile to a mile out and start working our way out deeper into the lake. But you know, again, when we put down the cameras, the amount of trout perch that we've seen, it's amazing that the forage, and wherever the forage is,
That's where the predators are gonna be, the fish are gonna be.
No, 100% right about that. Hey, we had a great day, Betty, and always appreciate it. And we also appreciate our good friend Shotgun Schaefer. Cooked us a great meal like always out here, and
Cody.
Cody kept us entertained when the fishing was a little slower this morning for sure. You know, we ran across quite a few guys where there were some crowds of people today as we were putting our miles on and checking things out. Saw a lot of limits of gills. We saw a lot of limits of perch. We just decided to, when we came in from the deep water to come in and try to find a bay of our own here, and we did, and we caught some fish, got enough for a couple of meals, and hey,
Produced.
let's go home and clean some fish up and maybe have a fish fry. And remember, you know what? Check out all of our social media sites. We've got a great contest going on right now. We're giving a brand new Jiffy E6 Lightning auger and an FLX28 Vexlar combination package, about $1,200. All they got to do is check us out on Instagram and Facebook. And remember, Lance, like I always say, what a great day it is to be alive.
Flap around a little bit.
My favorite fish to catch on Bantam, Bigot. Winnebago, Bantam, Bigot, Bantam, Bigot. Catch on Bantam, Bigot. My favorite fish to catch on Bantam, Bigot.
We'll let her see another day. Maybe not.
So everything else is covered for the people, which is a perfect way to do it.
Right.
You got nothing else to say? All you're going to say is right?
I think you pretty much covered everything there, Larry. Yeah.